Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Welcome if it's your first time joining me. My name is Tiffany and this is 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. So the reason why I call this 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂, for those of you who don't know, I do have a blog and the website is 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂.com. On that blog, I share different tips on how to maintain your peace in the midst of it all. Whether you're a busy single mom, whether you're a busy married mom, whether you work, whether you stay at home with the children, we are always juggling multiple tasks. So I thought that I would help you by sharing different things that have helped me stay organized, juggle multiple tasks, and quick beauty tips. So you can find that again on my website, 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. And this YouTube channel I created to help moms and busy women with quick beauty and makeup tips. So welcome. And if this is your first time joining, please make sure that you subscribe, hit that bell so that you get notifications each time that I share my video, and I hope you enjoy. Also wanted to just remind you that if you don't follow me yet on social media, you can do so on Instagram. @PerfectedPeace is my handle. On Twitter, it is 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 as well. And on Facebook, 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. All right, so please make sure that you follow me there. I will follow you back. Let's be great out here, okay? So today, well, first of all, for my subscribers, I just wanted to apologize because it has been quite some time since I have last posted, and my 6-year-old son just recently started playing football. And when I tell you that it is a huge commitment, it's been a lot. So I do work full-time in addition to my blog and this channel. So I am constantly busy and constantly trying to juggle multiple things, always doing too much because I am an overachiever and put too much pressure on myself. So when my son started football on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for 2 hours each day after work, it just really drained me, and I just did not have the energy to post. Well, I didn't find the time to post, so I had to reevaluate my schedule, and I had to figure out a way that would help me continue to keep up the things that I'm doing, because I know that as women, we need something to uplift us, which is why I also started this channel. I want to uplift and encourage women as much as possible, because we just live in a world where people are just always throwing shade and always hating. So I wanted to do something to inspire you to be your best self. Okay, so again, I apologize. I have created a schedule so that I can keep myself in check, honey buns, because I am here to serve you and to help you find your inner greatness if you have not done so already. And if you're already great, honey child, we're going to take it to the next level, okay? So today, I wanted to talk about microblading, okay? So I'm sure most of you have heard of this, and if you have, awesome. Make sure you still tune in. Don't touch that dial. But for those of you who may not know what microblading is, it is when you you do it to your eyebrows, and basically it's similar to tattooing. However, it only lasts for about 2 to 3 years. And I have mine done, as you can see. So I literally wake up with my eyebrows beats, and it is the best thing ever. It has saved me so much time, because it does take a while when you're trying to, shade in your eyebrows every day. And not that I had an issue with the thickness of my eyebrows because they were thick, but it's just that I like them a little darker, okay? So I'm so blessed because my mother is my hairstylist. She's so amazing. And she also is a microblader. And of course, she is certified, she's professional, she's licensed. She's not just out here doing stuff, just out here hustling. That's what she does. So anyway, she microbladed my eyebrows back in December. Okay, so the first step when you get your microblading done is you will get your eyebrows numbed. So she'll put a numbing cream on you. No, let me back up. So first she will do a patch test, right? So make sure that whoever does your microblading, make sure they do a patch test, and they'll basically take the ink that they're going to use on you, and they will put it on your skin, and they'll let it sit there for a few minutes just to see how your skin reacts to it, to see whether or not you're allergic to it, number one. Number two, to ensure that they match you properly, because if they don't use the correct color, then your eyebrows will look green, and that is not hot, so you don't want that to happen. So that patch chest is number one. But of course, that's after you do your research on a microblader who is professional, who knows what they're doing. They have some accreditation, and you trust them, because it is literally, you're gonna have an open wound. So you wanna make sure that whoever you select to do this process on you knows what they're doing, okay? And so once you get that patch test done, once you pass it and everything looks great, the next step is you'll meet with your microblader, and you'll let them know what you want, because there are different shapes you can get. Either you can get it where it is where you have some shading done, or whether you just want strokes done, or whether you want the ombre look. I love the ombre look because, as you know from ombre, it's lighter and it gradually gets darker. I think that's a great look. And make sure if you don't have eyebrows, you can still get this done, which is amazing as well. But the key to that is you have to have someone who knows what they're doing, again. So yeah, so if they know what they're doing, they can make that shape properly, then you are good to go. Let's see what else is important to know. So when you go to your appointment, after they numb you for a little while, they're going to begin to do some strokes. And the first set of strokes will hurt. It's not horrible. I was so nervous, but it is really not that horrible. So after the first, well, you know what bothered me the most about the process is I could hear like the scraping of the blade, because they literally use blades. I could hear the blade scraping against my eyebrow hair, and that just drove me crazy, because it sounds like sandpaper, and I'm very squeamish. So anything with blood and insides and all that foolishness, I get super squeamish. So that is what really bothered me about the process. It didn't really hurt that bad. It's tolerable. If you have a tattoo, you can get your eyebrows, excuse me, honey child, but you can get your eyebrows microbladed if you have a tattoo. It's very similar, but it doesn't hurt quite as bad as a tattoo. Also, most importantly, the morning that you get microblading done, you cannot have any coffee. So that was hard for me, because I have my coffee first thing in the morning to be pepped up for my hyper 6-year-old little child. So I drink my coffee first thing in the morning, but on this particular day when I got mine done, I couldn't have anything. So, and I did survive. So you can't have any coffee, and there's a list of different items you can't have, because you can't have any caffeine. And they also suggest that you eat something that's really greasy, like maybe a hamburger or something like that, because that, for some reason, will help with the pain tolerance. So if you have a low tolerance for pain, you may want to try that as well. And your professional, whoever you go to, will give you the rundown on what to do and what not to do prior to getting your eyebrows microbladed. So the first pass will consist of them doing the strokes of your eyebrows, and then they will add some dye, and then they will add some numbing cream again, followed by saran wrap, just to put over your eyebrow to help the color to absorb into your skin, okay? So that process is nothing. They will then do a second set of strokes, right? And the second set, you shouldn't feel that bad, because you will be really numb. So that part is super easy. The hardest part, or the most painful part, literally would be the first set of strokes, okay? So the whole process takes probably about 2 hours. It doesn't take that long. And after that, you will be good to go. So the first day, your eyebrows will be dark. They will probably be exactly how you want them to be. And don't be alarmed, because the very next day, they will be super, super dark. Like to the point where I was embarrassed when I went to work the next day, because my eyebrows were like black, and they were not black when I got them done. They were like a dark brown. And again, I was embarrassed. People were looking at me. I felt like everyone was staring at me, and I couldn't understand why. Not like, they weren't looking at me like, what is her problem? But they were staring at me, and it was embarrassing. So don't be alarmed when you wake up the next morning and your eyebrows are super dark. It will not stay like that for long. You will go through a process though that is not too cute, but keep in mind that the end result will be absolutely amazing. You are saving yourself 20 minutes, well, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes every day by having your eyebrows microbladed. And again, this lasts for 2 whole years. So after, okay, so first they are really dark and then they start to scab up, and then the scab will start to peel off, and it will peel off kind of patchy. So you will walk around with cheetah eyebrows for a few days, but again, it will be totally worth it. Okay, so after they heal, they will be a little lighter. And again, it's just part of the process. And once they completely heal, they will be darker again, probably similar to or very close to the color that they initially were when you got them done, when you left the day after you got them microbladed. So the results will be amazing. All you will have to do after you have them done is you would just have to shape them yourself if you have thicker eyebrows. If you had to wax or pluck them before, you will have to do the same thing as they grow back just to maintain your shape. So again, so like here, my eyebrows grow in a little bit, not too much, but they'll grow in here a little bit. And right here, I might want to just shape them up to make sure that they are on fleek, okay? So that's all you'll have to do, maybe every 2 weeks, but it will save you so much time. Also, after your first session of microblading, you will have to go back to your professional within 4 to 6 weeks just to get a retouch done, just to make sure that all the color did properly absorb into your skin, and to ensure that you are happy with the results. And if you wanted to change the shape, that will be the time to do so. Now, another very important step is you will have to, well, to protect the color and to make sure the color does not fade quickly. Whenever you're doing your facials or using certain like salicylic, what is the word? Lord have mercy. Salicylic? I'm sorry. Whenever you're using that S word in your products, okay, your facial products, make sure that you cover your eyebrows, just putting a thin layer of maybe Vaseline or Aquaphor on them, so that the color won't fade. Because if that, I think it's salicylic. I'm sorry, I really don't know. I don't know the term right now because I always just kind of read over it very fastly when I see it in my products and my ingredients of my face care. Anywho, when you're using your facial products that are not natural, make sure you cover your eyebrows, okay? So that you can preserve your eyebrows as long as possible. Now, the final tip is your microblader should give you a packet or at least some instructions on how to care for your eyebrows once you have completed the process, because again, you're leaving them with an open wound, okay? You may have a little bit of bleeding, but if you don't drink your caffeine that morning, you won't have too much bleeding. So you want to ensure that you leave them with some care instructions. They should tell you when you can wash your face completely, because you can't wash your face for about a week afterwards, or maybe 2 weeks afterwards. I mean, you can wash your face, but just don't get any water on your eyebrows. So it's kind of hard to, like, you can't wash your hair, so you have to get someone to wash your hair for you to preserve those eyebrows and to not get any water on your open wound. And you also will have to put a special ointment on your eyebrows while they're healing. Okay, you don't have to walk around with like shiny eyebrows for weeks to come, but just dab a little bit on there. And it will be difficult because once they start to heal, after they scab, they will itch and you cannot scratch it. So that will be difficult too. Make sure your hands are always clean when you're putting your ointment on, of course. If your eyebrows are itching really bad and you can't take it, just gently pat it. Just gently pat it. Do not rub it, okay? And do not pick your scabs, because if you pick your scabs off your eyebrows, most likely it won't heal properly and it will leave a scar. You don't want that either. So overall, I would recommend it hands down. You will love it. The prices range depending on who the person is who is doing your microblading. I know that they cost roughly around $400 to $500 to be, yeah, approximately $400 to $500, but of course, depending on the area you live in, if you live in a city like LA, I'm sure it's going to cost a lot more than that. So do your research, most importantly, and make sure you follow your care instructions, your aftercare instructions, and again, I recommend it. So, I mean, I don't regret having it done at all. And yeah, I just think it was a great decision. I don't regret it at all. I love it. I love waking up like this every morning. I love going to bed like this at nights. It is just, it's been a huge time saver. So do your research, all right? I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you want some time back, microblading will definitely give it to you, to all of you busy moms who love to look glammed up. And again, my plan is to start posting at least every 2 weeks. I know that's not much, but with my busy schedule, I want to be honest with you and realistic with myself. That's probably the most I can do at this point. And I'm so glad that you tuned in. Thank you so very much. Again, please check out my website, 𝒂𝒂𝒑𝒆.com. I have some great content on there. And please check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at @𝒂𝒂𝒑𝒆. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.